time. Very quickly. And double check everything's running properly. One second, my apologies. Okay, that part's good. We're living there. Which side of things are we okay? Okay, looks like we're living there too. Good, good. Lastly, just gonna double check on YouTube. And we are alive. Okay. Okay, so as you can see here on the screen in front of me, a pretty exciting day for Illuvium. I mean, we just finished the IPL 500 and we're wasting no time getting back to even more exciting stuff here. Patch 1.13 has been released. Just went live on the mainnet, I think not even like a half hour ago. And now is the perfect time. I know we've gone through some of these changes in the testnet, but some things did get slightly adjusted, so I'm going to very briefly go on over through everything. The forge components, so in the past it was the red for the attack, purple for omega power or F for energy, and then it was yellow for tank. They slightly changed that to red, blue, and yellow, but now the final components actually have a color associated with it, which makes a little bit of extra sense as well, since we now do have these beautiful visuals when picking our augment, and I imagine the color associated with the combined augment is what's going to kind of shine here. The change that I was personally hoping for with the being able to change augments from one alluvial to the next one without having to put them on the bench is now live. I'm definitely thankful for that one. The battle pass, of course, I know I just picked it up. I hope that everybody else or rather not that everybody else wants to, but if you're keen to, that you have the opportunity to and are in the position to, that you definitely pick it up. Definitely looking forward to grinding out the battle pass in a couple of minutes starting now, because in the past, I mean, we've always been just ranked grinders, but having something other than ranked to play for is huge, and I'm thankful that this battle pass is now in. Cosmetics now showing up directly in the in-game shop. A new cutscene when loading into the gauntlet. I know right now it used to just be a white line that kind of just goes across the screen and it kind of freezes there. You can tell the intention was there, but it just didn't quite execute. Now, sounds like it's going to be there, or the cutscene will be there. I'm looking forward to seeing how that works. That alongside being able to preview your effects a little bit better in the menu itself. In-client notifications for things from tournaments, I would imagine streams, maintenance can all be put there. I know personally from my time working with Rocket League, having the stream link, for example, in these notifications was a big difference maker in getting traffic to their pro scene or to their college scene. And I would love to see Illuvium do the same, but even at the very, very least, having something like seen in the example here, where, hey, IPL Sit and Go, about to get started, that's something absolutely huge. Get additional eyes on it. When you're scouting your opponents, you'll no longer get that fast forward effect. It's just going to be directly where the moment of the battle is. Experimental low performance mode for computers that are a little bit weaker. Definitely a bonus in terms of player accessibility. Boosted Leviathan bonus for everybody playing in the Leviathan Sit and Go today. Take note, because all the Alluvials that you own will now have an extra 10% bonus. Team Planner for Leviathan mode, so you can specifically select each individual alluvial that you want on the board. Whether you're probably like me, who's going to just throw my hollows out there and just make sure that it's my hollows on the board just for that extra aesthetic effect. If I have, say, a non-hollow but has fantastic stats, I can specifically put that one on the board now in the Team Planner. Big change here for those Leviathan players in terms of the actual battle itself, but as well as choosing which alluvials get experience and leveling them up in the arena. The end game is now going to show how much your alluvials got experience-wise. And then there's, of course, plenty of bug fixes and improvements here in this patch, but the one I know I'm personally looking forward to seeing is that spectator mode has that full end screen with results, because in the past it kind of just froze us on the draft deck or on the battlefield of the last battle. Having an endgame screen would be huge. Plenty of other fixes here. There are a couple of changes balance-wise as well. The Penguin is getting readjusted a little bit, so it's getting a little bit more health and a little bit more attack damage off the rip, but it's going to sacrifice attack speed and damage, and a lot of it at that, especially for attack speed when it goes into its Omega form. So to try and maybe make it not snowball as hard with, with the augments. Just double checking the stream because for some reason it said it died. Oh no, we're good. It's just teasing me, it looks like. That's alright. No direct nerfs to alluvials, though. The Penguin's adjustment is the only thing that got changed. In terms of your primaries, there's a couple of buffs to be had here. One of them I'm personally extremely excited about. For the fire affinity, we are going to be seeing an attack damage bonus given. Empaths are going to get some additional shielding based off of max health. And now this is the one I'm personally excited and scared for at the exact same time, because as someone who enjoyed playing a lot of water, I'm getting a little bit more energy regeneration. That's really nice. Removing the lethargic effect, that's a-okay. I didn't really focus on it anyway. It was pretty much a nothing burger. However, being able to get, it looks like on max threshold here, so if it was, say, 8 waters, on Omega, water units start gaining 8 Omega power every time they use their Omega. That sounds actually really cool. And opens up to some insane Invoker play, in my opinion. What I do also worry about, though, is kind of tied in with our next part here with the components. So this one's fine. Shock getting an additional damage boost by about 25 per level. Toxic, however, this is the one that kind of scares me a little bit. Poison damage is now being changed to 2% of max health per second, with the max threshold going up to 4. That kind of scares me a little bit. Of max health per water each other a little bit. It could be crazy if they're stacking Omega power with a Rip Lance, for example. I'm curious to see how this one goes. And a lot of people in the community, especially when I was talking to my co-casters over the last couple of, or yesterday, and talking to the community then, a lot of people are predicting that the Rip Lance is going to get Penguin status, basically, and be an S-tier alluvial. I'm going to be keeping my eye on that, because that could be crazy. Verdant is going to be getting themselves a health, or a healing buff, rather, with the passive healing being increased, and then the health threshold triggering a little bit higher. I think before, like, you had to get pretty low in order to trigger it. it's going to allow it to now trigger a little bit earlier. So you don't just get bursted down and die before your puddle really comes out. And power damage coming out from the Predator buff is going up by, it looks like about 10 and 15 respectively per level. We do have a couple of nerfs coming out here. Revenant is going to get hit again here with a nerf bat with a reduction in their attack damage and shield. Dust is going to get hit with the exact same thing, but it looks like strictly to its second form here. The final stage and the first stage are going to stay the same, but just the middle stage going to get toned down a little bit. Magma is also going to get turned down a little bit across the board, a slight damage reduction. Looks like 5 per level. Some pretty crazy changes actually here to the Phantom composites, because its whole thing before is that its Omega would be able to crit, and like the Ramphite and Ramfire would be able to just basically one-shot things. They are completely removing that. Omegas cannot critically strike. You need to get the legendary augment now for Omegas to critically strike. But on any crit from an auto attack, they will be getting a significant buff in the amount of Omega they gain to compensate for that crit being gone. And now, brand new, on combat start, Phantoms will go untargetable. So it sounds like Ramphite, for example, is going to be able to pull off their Omega much more consistently, but it's not going to be as polarizing in terms of just completely one-shotting backlines like it was nobody's business before. So this, in theory, could hopefully tone the rogues down a little bit, but without making it as overwhelming as it used to be. I want to still see them be good. I don't want rogues out of here, but I want to have at least a chance at fighting. And I do like the idea that at least not initially, they're not going to be able to critically strike. If you find the legendary augment, you found the legendary augment. That's fine. That is what it is. I can't argue against that. And then Toxic has a couple more changes here. We talked about the poison damage and the max threshold already. However, the healing on takedown is going to go down a little bit. I know this is something a lot of people were worried about, was that it just felt unkillable. But they're going to tone it down at least a little bit. It looks like 50 healing per level. The max health explosion on Vanquish is also going to get toned down a little bit, so that when they die, they're not completely nuking the entire field as hard. A couple changes to a weapon, or for 2 weapons here. The rod is just labeled as rod. I'm guessing this is Emberling rod, but it could be something else. I'm not sure, to be completely honest, but starting energy and health are going up for it. Very, very odd that like this one has the actual name of the weapon and this one just says rod. But nerfs wise, Hunter's Precision, so I'm pretty certain that's the Wind Fighter Bow, is going to get its attack range reduced a little bit. An adjustment here to the Phage Fire, you're going to get a little bit less health and resistances off the start, but of course you're going to get a little bit more poison damage, 2% of max health, to match what Toxic does. But the area of effect is going to get smaller. The Adaptive Carapace, where you get additional resistances based off of how many Illuvials are targeting you, will not just give you a flat amount of resistance off the start anymore. It's strictly going to give you resistances off of the effect. Legendary augments across the board have received a 20% nerf. I would imagine this is in regards to your statistics, because they're supposed to be powerful, but maybe they felt a little bit too powerful. And we're going to see that continue through the draft deck and the PvE loot sets here. Finding high impact augments, I guess, felt like it was happening a little bit too often. So we're going to reduce the RNG, it looks like here. The composites as well, being able to kind of manipulate which what kind of team you wanted to go for. It's not going to be involved with draft decks anymore. greatly reducing the chance of all units coming with legendary augments. I know sometimes that would randomly happen on just any match, but maybe it happened a little bit too often, so they're going to reduce the chance. And more standard, where you just get your now red, blue, or yellow components. That's going to happen a lot more often, it looks like. And then imprints, it looks like lower early, but higher in later. So trying to adjust the early game, at least, to be a little bit less chaotic, which I'm sure plenty of players love to see. They'll also like this, though, lowering the chance of finding composites and legendary augments, and then composites won't even show up until round 17. So again, trying to make that early game a little bit less polarizing. And with that, that is our balance changes here. Kind of sped run a little bit, but I don't know about you, but I want to get in the game. Actually start playing a little bit here. Of course, one of the things that I did mention here is that the Battle Pass did get released today. As I go dark for just a second, there we go, hello there. One thing that also, it's no longer on my screen, but the price of the Battle Pass got reduced. They heard, or the devs, the community, or the staff members, whoever's role it is to do so, they must have heard a lot of us loud and clear, because it used to be 5,000. I think now it was about 3,900 or something along those lines, so dropping it down. And in regards to fuel. So from 5,000 fuel into the 3,000 somewhere. I did actually get the Battle Pass, so unfortunately it used to pop up right here, the price of it, but since I already got it, it is gone. I want to take a look and see what kind of missions that we do get. So forging normal augments, so pretty simple, just by playing standardly you'll be able to find it. An 8-round win streak, but this one is for a week. Okay, that's a challenge, considering I usually tend to play lose streak. It's gonna force me out of my comfort zone, but we'll try it. And it has to be in a ranked match. Oh man, I can't just cheese a bot. That's alright. Premium missions, so these are the ones specifically for Battle Pass holders. Use a phosphorus. Oh gosh. And then have a blazonite and a mammoth placed on the battle board at the same time. So honestly, these challenges do kind of excite me a little bit, because yes, it's going to be manipulating the heck out of my ranked games, but it's forcing me maybe to do something that I'm not comfortable with, and that I wouldn't do as often. So that's actually kind of cool. I'm taking a look at a couple of these early stages here for the Battle Pass. Not going to spoil everything, of course, here, but that's going to be my first goal here. I want that drone skin really badly. So while I'm sitting here, I'm wearing blue today. Let me change my suit. These animations are absolutely new. Love to see it. And you can see the notifications popping off to the side as well. Update going on through. Battle Pass progressions now up there. Oh. Now, of course, some of you might be like, wait, why on earth are you streaming now? I'm making the slightest of changes here, because a lot of my IPL work, or trying to work with other opportunities. A lot of them ended up colliding with the Tuesday and the Friday night time slots. So moving forward, on 2 days a week, I'm probably going to be shooting for Mondays and Wednesdays. I will do a morning stream of sorts. Mondays makes things nice and easy. We get to talk about IPL and all the stuff that happened from the past week. And then Wednesday, it's kind of open for discussion. For today in particular, I was going to take the day off, oddly enough, but then I seen the patch come out, and it's like, no. If I'm going to be playing this thing, I might as well actually have it recorded, have it streamed. Okay, there's the cinematic. No, it's cool. Oh, the white line of death is still here. Shoot. Okay. But that is still pretty cool. Rangers getting ready to jump in or challenge the drone of some sort. That was a cool little effect. Alright. Couple new faces. Then we have Ola Changzer and LMNKO. We will see what the landscape of the game provides me here. Personally, of course, I love playing water, but I have an inkling that it's going to be a little bit tougher to do today. But now I have to keep my battle pass actually in mind too, so it's like, do I want to go for a fighter to maybe get a phosphorus? Oh. Well, they even changed the look of the augments themselves. Okay. Please, can play. Just in case, let's pick up the two fighters. Region this time, Taiga Boreal, so we do have just drone augments being rerolled one more time. Easy peasy, nothing too crazy there. Legendary off the rip, you're kidding me. Okay. Right as I was saying that legendary augments are supposed to be harder to find, I find one in the first pack. Who would have thunk? Okay. They changed the name of these too. Oh god, I'm gonna have to make a new a new video renaming everything. Okay. Let's make Operation Super Doka. But I'm still too damn slow to get everything done at the right time. It's still 15 seconds, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, looks like everybody got a legendary, because that's a Jagged End now. Or Berserkers. Alright, Doka, get in there. The animation tripped me out for a second there when I'm picking the augment itself. That was pretty cool. Let's see. Wait, no, if this is the Gale Wind bow, then what is the... I'm a little torn. Do I just go fighters here? Maybe we try fighter instead this game. Yeah, so the battle pass is going to manipulate my gameplay right off the rip here. Let's see if I can go for fighters. One thing I do hope, I haven't checked any other streams really to confirm, But does everybody get the same quests? If they do, that is going to cause for a lot of contesting, I would imagine. But if not, then maybe not so bad. And of course, then it's giving us like all the juicy stuff today. My goodness. So if I'm doing fighter, like I'm torn between just attack damage and speed. I think I'm gonna just take the damage off the rip. I found my good old Riptor. Am I fast enough to get the job done? Not a chance. Old habits die hard. I should have just clicked and dragged. Yeah, I might end up losing this one, but it was deserved. Oh, hang on. My ranger might be able to get the job done by itself with the backup there of my Tipo. Alright. Playing a little bit spaghetti, but I mean, we're making it work. Okay, there's my tank. Okay, switch out the Tipo, put you in there instead. You can tank fighter, fighter. Riptor, you need to be the last one touched at all cost. If I were to move you in here, that gives me 2. I'm at 4 fighter right now, including, of course, the ranged one. Riptor's going to be the last one to the fight, so this works out quite nicely. In case of toxic, let's pick up that bull. The Tipo's pretty much worn its welcome. I don't really care. I'm going to keep this here just in case I need to silence something later. Does look like my poor little Riptor's going to get beat on here. What were they running? Nothing too crazy, but just unfortunately I'm going after all the tanks, it looks like. Oh, the Lynx was also power-scented as well. The Lynx, nature, path, like this time, doesn't necessarily go with my game plan here for today. I've had this damn yellow orb sitting here. Wait, this is... I'm thinking this was tank, and no, that's actually, I have like all Scion or energy imprints here. That's gonna take some getting used to. I'm used to yellow being tank. Okay, optimally, I'm kind of in the middle here. Grabbing the bowl, grabbing the heady would be nice. I don't necessarily care about the Lura or the Vermilia. Okay, the heady's gonna get snagged, so I'm gonna try and go for a bull here. Okay. What's everybody doing so far? Oddly enough, I don't see much committal to fighters right now. Okay, so let's see. This would then give me fusion. Energy. God, everything has different names now. Ah, for seconds. Okay, so that's what used to be the mind. This is my engine. This is going to take some getting used to, but it's not a bad thing. I am getting plowed through this time. Granted, I am a level down. Morning, Gear. How's it going? Now, hitting level 5 here is when I would start second-guessing myself. Did I want to play anything links-wise or not? There's one sitting there right in front for me if I really, really wanted to. Having a 5th fighter on the board would be nice as well, picking up that additional attack speed. Do I want to try a fusion? I think so. Pulse reactor. This is the shield damage one. Try this one. The icons all changing are definitely throwing me off big time here, but again, that's okay. The 5 fighters here in my Rifter is going directly towards the links, but I still might end up getting shredded. Just waking up, got called in the bowl, right on. Got called in like a got called in the bowl. So this isn't then the traditional league then, in theory, right? Okay. Bam, I'll level you two up. And got called in as a sub. I see, I see. Heck yeah, more bowling, more fun. Take it, I hope you enjoy. This guy's gonna be diving in on me ever so slightly there with the Gorilla, so I'll keep my guy back here to catch. And then, there we go. Unfortunately, my guy's sleeping on the job. I kind of boxed myself in. I did not account for the Ranger. But now that the Ranger moves and the Alluvials do fall, Rifter can hop on in and play. Yeah, if not today, that is absolutely something on the board for another opportunity or another day. Definitely down to the idea of it. Okay. Mega damage. Axon Omega execute. I think I like that. Now at this point here at level 5, now that I've just maxed out my economy in odd fashion here, I'd normally go and see if any of my tier 1s need to be leveled up still, but they don't. Unless I'm planning on running the bull, which I kind of want to. I think I'll still level myself up a little bit. The intention for the next one to be level. In regards to this weekend, I got to see what's going on still. I have a meeting once again with Illuvium this week, or with the Illuvium broadcast team this week. And once I know exactly when everything is, because unfortunately the time slots, at least in the past, have been changing to try and accompany different time zones. But if there is any sort of change compared to what I'm expecting, I'll be sure to let you know. I hate that I'm constantly just kind of missing. But I want it to happen. Like, I want everything to still be good. So, I'll do what I can. I promise you that much. There. Energy. Purple. I'm gonna take that, because this way I can then have at least one. Or I'll have the 3 buff once it, once I plan it on somebody. Words. I gotta do something about my poor little Riptor, though. I keep getting the poor guy stuck. No, 100%. As soon as I know, you'll know. usually the announcement for the weekend as to when the tournaments are come out on Tuesday, and then any sort of broadcast confirmation comes out usually Wednesday or Thursday. Echoing Force, so this used to be Vorpal. That is your Rift Striker. Hyper Force, that's what it used to be Chrono. We'll take that. Oh, no, let's do this the right way. Physical is energy, so I can, in theory, just click and drag now? Yeah, there we go, that's better. I can put this onto you. Put Bull onto the field now as well. Give you my tank. 5 Fighter, 3 Bulwark. And then I do want to add a Fern. One of my challenges here for the Battle Pass now, and I keep leaving my damn Raptorus in the corner, but is to actually have Blasonite on field. Yeah, I absolutely deserve this loss. Considering every attack is giving me attack speed and my guy is sitting in the corner not attacking is probably a problem. My Ranger might bail me out if I'm there, yeah. Ranger's gonna bail me out, thankfully. My goodness. This is why I'm a commentator, not a competitor, right? I've got, of course, way too much income at this moment, but yet I'm not being punished for it at all. Attack range? Oh, this is what got changed. I mean, just giving Illuvial's attack range is still nice, though, so if I do this so he can still escape. Burn is here to play. Space it out so my Rifter can actually get out. Bull in the back to catch. You up to the front to fight. In theory, this should be good. And then for the rest, I will... Oh, I need you as well, actually, for my quest. And I'll level up and add one of them to the field next time by. Absolutely, man. I'm just thankful that you stopped by. Make sure you have a good morning. Poor little Riptor is going to get ripped apart. I think the play now, since I can't guarantee myself 7 fighters, would be to add Burn Knight to the squad. Well, I'm very surprised, though, that everything now has a new name. Yeah, like I was saying before, it'll take some getting used to, but that's a-okay. That is another Bulwark imprint being shown here. That here. 100% chance they're going to snag that one. Fair enough. There's another one there, too. If I can't get that, then I want the bull. This enables me for Toxic. Granted, I am pretty late to it. Is anybody else doing that? There's one. There's just the one, it looks like. I didn't give myself the right weapon to do so. Let's see. Level up. Burn Knight can come play. Let's give you this now. I love that I can just click and drag that now. That's so much better. Tank item. That is the old Thorns one. Let's do that. This guy here is trying to make the unkillable twine, it looks like. But I think I might have enough firepower, especially once I do get toxic, to deal with that later. Burnight should be doing some decent speed buffs to everybody. Yeah, I've got plenty of DPS to deal with the Twine, it looks like. The only real damage coming out on the other side, it looks like, is coming from that T-Ante. But it helps that my Burnight keeps slowing it down a little bit. And I did separate the healer and the tank, so this does work out nicely. Slap. Come in here. Let's do a couple rolls. We do have the coins for it. What I'm looking for is Riptor. The quest is actually to hit Phosphorus and a Mammoth, so I'm curious if I can make that happen. I am not getting anything that I want right now. You can leave. Take you. Finally, a Riptor. Do I want the third Earth? I kinda do. Maybe for later game, though. Not right now. I'm gonna end up losing this one here to Noob. Oh. So what is this called now? I used to know it as Final Infinity Core. Wait, it's just crit chance and Omega Power. Did they actually Okay, I'll tell you what, the patch notes does not have all of the changes, it looks like. Surprising, surprising, surprising. Lots to relearn now. Not a bad thing. I just wish I had the list. Because, yeah, that augment used to allow you to have your Omega crit. And I know they removed Omega's critting from Phantom. But did they just try to remove Omega's critting from everything? Shield crates. Okay. For the max health regen, we'll do that. What are you? Oh, you're not gonna let me check, are you? Energy cost. Or damage. I'll take damage this time. Fusion. This is the True Sight one. And this is also kind of strong again too. Just give it to multiple of my units. First and foremost, let's tank up here. For the fusion damage, energy resist piercing. I'm just gonna keep stacking. Oh, I can't have two of the same thing. Okay. I'll have to readjust some of these in a moment. I'm still trying to find my damn Riptor. It wasn't that contested a couple of moments ago. There it is. Do I have the bench space right now? I don't, so I'll just wait till the next round. That's fine. I'm just gonna get Riptor just to get to Toxic. But then I'm gonna focus more so on leveling up and getting fighters going and not being Toxic-centric. Is there a world where I can water pivot? What's everybody else doing? Two fighters, it's fine. Rogue Rev. Rogue Rev. Okay, is everybody just literally fighting for rogues? Omnivamp. There we go. Okay, if that's how we're going to end up playing this thing, let me get the Scorabok to start building up a bigger tank. I don't necessarily have the firepower or the defensive ability right now. But now let's level up. Just a touch. Do have Toxic now. Let's play catch. Ramfy's gonna come out to play. What is this? That's the old Apex Supercharger. Okay. We should be able to crush this thing before it pops its ability. There we go. Now, can we hold the line? Does not appear so. Get rid of one of you just so I get the max interest. If everybody is just fighting for rogues and then they also happen to be fighting for Toxic, then fighter is still in theory open. I feel like I'm taking a lot of damage compared to before. Texan, what's going on? Your eyes. What happened? Pop use down here. There should be no reason that I have a Doka out here compared to some of these other alluvials. If it'll let me move. Absolute potato movement. Fast hand and fast eyes. Hey, I know I'm struggling too. It's a learning experience, that's for sure, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. I know I'm definitely having a hard time though. Making it work this time though. Let's chunk through this gorilla. Shoot down the AC-130, and we are good. I know, trying to read all of these augments now, because that was one thing that was a bit of a surprise to myself. I know I've said it a few times, but it seems like a lot of the augments also got changed, but it wasn't necessarily in the patch notes, at least that I had seen. So it is a massive surprise to me. Illumination, hello! Welcome, welcome. Possibility of 7 if my computer would stop crashing every time I try to move this damn thing. Put you there. Get that off of you. Give you the speed. Give you the buff. Try not to have you directly into the line of fire. Can I get that on in time? Barely. We got the 7 fighters. Bulwark Berserker. But I trapped my damn phosphorus in the corner. And it's going to eat this. I deserve every bit of that. Ah. Rip. It's more than likely a me problem, computer problem here. I was trying to move that Fernite and it kept falling off of my mouse. But I am also using just a wireless mouse, so it could be just my equipment as well. I do not want to blame that on the game. No. If it keeps happening with different equipment and other people notice it, then maybe it's something. But no, it's probably just a me issue. Steal that Riptor before somebody else does. I am in the danger zone. Danger, danger. Oh god, there's like nothing that I want from here. Oh no, there's a bear. I could take a bear. Use bear? Success. We got bear. Yeah, I feel like I have to move so fast now to actually do everything that I want. I have all these plans in my head, but I cannot execute. Okay, so why I cast and not play, right? And then I'm supposed to also do my battle pass, which requires me to have a fully evolved one of these plus a Blazonite, I think? So it's like... I'm kind of driving myself crazy of all the things to think about. Okay, let's not trap my guys here. My positioning is absolute dog. I can get tier 4s right now, as I find more Rifters. Let's try and do this quickly. Okay, health is attack damage, no thank you. Takedown, snowballers steal. F it, we snowball. Bear. Bear, come play. You, tank. My tanks are very weak sauce right now. Energy damage. Sure. You can take... No, you take this. Take this. What is this crate even? It's not gonna let me pick it up. Okay, cool. Move, release the burb. And because I'm way too damn slow, just load up on experience. That's how it be right now. Okay, they're onto my bird, which is definitely unfortunate. Does get the power ascent. Does it have enough damage, enough healing to hang on? Maybe just barely. No. Damn. On my way to an early exit here in a second. I mean, pump level 3 or level 9, I suppose. Get back out here. Can I pop this thing now? Yes, I can. That's the new Age Fire. Onto the tank. Why is my bear in the front line? Use there. Okay. Guess they're rolling. Before I end up getting myself killed. Not going to be able to get much changes here. My two big carries go after this damn rake. Get him, bear. There we go. I would hope that this is smooth sailing from here. Poe's still in the game. And we'll crush through. Leaving that on the board just sucked. Okay. Gotta get a second chance now, but... Let's see. Gunfight's here to play. I'm not even gonna worry right now about Skarbok. My mind is all over the place. I'm buying things, selling the same things. I'm getting units that I'm not even technically using. Oh, man. I don't know if y'all saw the leg on that one, but that one definitely hurt me, but that is probably all me. Might end up losing because of it, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Ah. Unfortunate. Let's see if there's anything I can do to tone down my processing. Might just have too many windows open. Unlucky. What's next page? Oh, yes. This is where all the experience comes from. Okay. Hey, every little bit helps. I'm curious where this comes from, though, because I don't think I actually own a Riptorus. Or maybe I do. Oh, I do. I'm an idiot. Wait. Chat on screen doesn't seem to be functioning the way that I was hoping for, so I'll have to make a change there in a second. Now, Battle Pass has leveled up a little bit. And got my first little award. Heck yeah. And I like that I can do that while I'm looking for a game. I see seem like something so small, but I absolutely love it. I wonder. Graphically. Since I'm not casting right now, I'll just keep it on low. Try and see if there's maybe just a little bit of potato computer moments going on here. Just a little. Illumination, if you still happen to be hanging around, good luck in the Leviathan tournament. I was watching your Fuse Fest earlier. Hope everybody can perform up to snuff for you. Okay, between the graphics being put down a little bit and reducing the amount of processes I have going, I should not get bit like that again. Hopefully. Got you up there. Personally, don't like playing rogue, so I'm gonna leave the gorilla there. Now, what is the region this time? Damage based off interest. I've got lots of Omega. Omega power, 5 seconds. Okay, so this is my engine. Stick with this guy for a little bit. At least temporarily. Ooh. Okay, yeah, my mouse must be dying here. big damage on the little Rye, but I don't think I'm gonna... Oh, he's already level 5. Okay. Yeah, I'm losing this one for sure then. Okay. Water Bulwark. Absolutely, we'll take that. And an additional Water Bulwark. Put you around here so that you can stun. You can go forth. Empath-wise, you're not going to be providing me much value. If I can actually click you, there we go. Come join me. Let's go. Just in case I do end up doing some sort of Scion, I'll pick up the Tofi. There we go. Now that Ripple Flail's doing work. Battle momentum. No thank you. No thank you. Hyper, I really don't care, but wow. Okay, Hyper, I guess. It all kind of felt like nothing burgers, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Already got yourself a Fiery? Nice. Already went through the one healer. Tanks are doing a decent job. Probably not going to end up winning this one, though. Again, level 5 compared to level 3, I am going to get swarmed down. Okay, one more to Tofi. Just in case. For the time being. Going for a Water Rogue, the 2 Lynxes being on board is definitely tempting. Anybody got themselves Lynxes? One person does, just Nuke and Udius. Let's see if I can do my usual level 5 shenanigans. Okay, snag these real fast. Again, plenty of energy-based or Omega Power-based augments here, or components rather. Alongside the tank, so it's definitely making me want to push towards some sort of Scion build. I know I'm losing out in terms of credits, but I would love to be able to build my Virtuous a little faster here. I think I'm gonna just end up selling the Lynxes, as much as it pains me to do so. So am I the only one with the skin? But no, Jonah has one too. I'd say I'm gonna sell the Lynx, and then there's one right there in the shop. Okay, let's just trade out this guy. Energy! There's the amplifying one. 1, 2, get you up there. Here's your dive, buddy. Tankiness. That is the Guardian's grid. Take that. Hello. Go. Archos is here. I can level up. I need this to my tank. Optimally, I have a stronger tank here in a second. In the meantime, skins get wins. Let's get the Hollow Breeder Tipo out there to play. Let's see if we can focus down that Doka real fast here. There we go. Hopefully between the healing and the empath buff, it kind of makes up for the fact that I don't have a very, very strong front line right now. It looks like it's going to be able to do so this time. Lynx is going to eventually fall, but the 3-on-1 should go in my favor. Tipo, and then there's Atlas. Yes, Narkesh, I see you, buddy. Hello, hello. Chases me every time that we find each other here on game. Just realized I could have swapped out my one Groko for the Heady, so I'll be able to do that right here, right now. In terms of the Lynxes, there's still just one. I guess there's two. They're not going to let me see their bench, or do they have no bench? Okay, they just didn't have a bench. Okay. Compare up attacks, healing. I want the healing, personally. The Grand Tipo has arrived. I'm curious. At the same time, I do kind of need to level up my Axolotl as well. Gets me something completely different. For tank, sure enough. And we're back. There was a leg spike on my end, not you. My apologies about that if that affected you. If there is one big thing that I love about Illuvium being an auto-battler, it's because when my ISP decides to absolutely crap the bed, I don't necessarily miss anything in regards to like a headshot. As long as my Illuvials were already in position, it plays on as normal. So it works for me. Okay. I'll take a tiny bit of Omnivamp here, and let's see if I can find... I'm looking specifically for Atlas, but getting pretty much everything but. There you are. I'll take you as well. I will start leveling into level 6 in a moment's time. What I'm thinking for this battle here, based off of what I am seeing, start loading up on the bulwarks. I have a couple empaths. My damage is going to be carried out by the links for this mid-game, but it will fall off eventually. I want to make a... Okay, that's... where is the true sight? Do that one. Level myself up to 6. Tianti can come join the party. I can give you the Omega attack speed. I'm still going to rely on the links for a little bit longer, with my Ranger as its dive partner. And while I'm here, try and see if I can get some more Lynxes. And where am I at for bulwarks? I have 1, 2, 3 because of the Ranger, or 5. I have the potential for toxic. How many are we running? Nobody's committing to it. But again, I'm not necessarily going for anything toxic based, so I'll take this guy here for the sake of the potential of getting steam. Just to have that open on my plate. On third Omega, this takes too long. We'll do Life Bond. Actually, I can maybe even get rid of it if I do find that final links. We were rolling for it. I think we were rolling for it. Whether it be wise or not. I just like Lynxes. Damn it. Okay, not this time. Immediately punished. Let me reorganize this so I can actually see what it is that I'm working with here. I can go to 5 bulwarks as soon as I start leveling, but again, I'm still just trying to push. Maybe that a little bit too hard here for that third Lynx now. Again, I keep saying that I didn't want the Lynx, but again, sucker for Lynxes. I have the bad habit of always going for them. One shot onto the Fern. Nah, not gonna get it. Unfortunate. Well, that charm's actually gonna help me here. Shield everybody up. The Grand Atipo holding the line. Do I have enough shields? No, I'm probably gonna get overtimed. Damn. Any Lynxes on board? No, but we do have... That is a juicy Irie. Gosh, I don't even know what any of this, like, any of these symbols even mean. Is a Irie gonna get out if it does? So it is not going to. Okay, then final Snaggy. What did I just pick up? It's the immune thing, okay. If only you can give an augment to your Ranger. That'd be pretty crazy. Give that over to you for now. I am in a spot where I'm trying to level up way too many things and running out of bench space. Which inadvertently paralyzes me. Do you have a Lynx? You do. I'm literally playing you, duh. Let's see if I can possibly knock them out, then maybe I can take your Lynx. There's bonus damage for interest, so there we go. Alright. It still doesn't change the fact that I'm still stuck with this board. Optimally, I'd love to have the one more there. Have to do that for now. Softness gone. Bingo. Okay, Lynx is here, so now I'm actually in position to fire off for Steam. But I am very behind in terms of finding dashes, which is already getting picked up here. New account picking that up. And it's still pretty early to be worrying about Alfies. So now, let's power level a little bit here. The Lynx will bring me forth throughout most of this mid to like early late game. But I know I'll have to have Alfie or something at some point to try and back it up, or the dash to back it up in terms of damage, because I know it's not going to be enough. Alright. Perfect, perfect. And every shot that I do is doing a ton of damage. Sephora's welcome, alongside Alfie, exactly who I was looking for. Do I want them right now, though? No, I need the tank line, so... Cardulo, multiplay. If I wanted to force the 5 bulwarks, I can get rid of the Grande Tipo. But at least in my head right now, level 8, get one more tank out there. Level 9, bring out Alfie, which could eventually turn into 5 bulwark alongside Invoker. I like the AoE. We'll definitely do that. Squeeze showing up is going to make me question myself, of course. After dealing damaging a shield, no. This is another one of those power diverters. And energy damage. I'm going to take this one specifically for the starting energy. Alfie going to make me question my life choices. Level up a considerable amount here. Can I do this from the bench? Yes, I can. Thank God. Okay. One more. Combine. The Omnivamp variant. Okay. Not in a bad spot. Like, I'm feeling comfortable, at least. It's a playstyle that I'm somewhat familiar with. Not like trying to play the fighters last time where I was kind of wrecking myself a bit. My front line is still extremely weak. Did not take much time rolling for tanks, so that's where I'm going to get punished the hardest. But thankfully I make up for that in damage, it looks like. Beautiful. Forest, there we go. Can the Ranger finish this? Probably not, but at least I'm not going to be taking that much damage, I don't think. Granted, they're only level 6, so they probably were saving for a while. Energy regen can't hurt. Second wind doesn't hurt either. That's too weak to really go for, in my opinion. Just gonna go for the regen. Okay, there's my 5th tank. Come on, mouse. My equipment's faltering me here again. Optimally, I wanted to have the Ranger with my Lynx so that it shoot through this faster, then got to move over. But now, at least because it's just my Ranger in there, it should be able to start wrecking havoc. But now it's going to start retargeting towards my links. Yeah, this Furiox is going to be able to completely shred through. And I'm going to have to rely specifically on healing. But now it's going to start retargeting. Furiox completely rely on Sepphoris. Yeah, I'm getting like 1% drop frame, so this is annoying me as well too. Definitely gonna have to call the ISP. Heck, this lag in the game's probably from my lag. Realizing that I was sitting on the bench, that was probably not wise either. So I'm at 36. Gonna try maybe one more. If I get one more loss, then it's time to pump. Horus here does have some steam going on as well. Burst down the squeeze, there it goes. The rake's the thing that I'm worried about though the most. That Alfie is just going to be tickling my entire front line, but that's fine. But again, that rake, there it goes. Still have the damage coming out here from the links, but it is going to get stunned up. There it goes. Yeah. Too much. 20 HP. So if I'm running into somebody who has a big economy, I could be in trouble. Let's load in everything. Alfie, come play. Links. With the dive buddy of the ranger. Come on now. Can I find Alfies? There's one. There's two. Come on. Okay. That works. Did not predict the boomerang ranger, unfortunately. That's going to mess with me a little bit. Can we get that Riley in the corner? We absolutely can. There we go. Shoot the other way now. Right through everybody. That's what I'm talking about. Bam. Love it when a plan comes together. Welcome back. When I do a personal stream, it's basically flawless, but when I do a paid stream, it's issues galore. Like, from my channel, because this isn't paid. Or are you referring to when I'm on the Illuvium stream? Getting the cling for some extra tank would be nice. Yoink. Now, I'm not necessarily the producer for Illuvium stream, but with my ISP being the way that it is, I know my camera tends to flake out with the program that we're using. When you're pushing for high definition all the time, when my internet is inconsistent, sometimes I end up unfortunately laggy. If I were to guess, it would make a little sense to me. If there's other issues that you're talking about, I'm not quite sure, but in regards to camera specifically, that's what I think what's going on. Is that a legend? No, it's a shield. Okay, health. More resistances, I'll take that. Am I going to be able to take that energy? Yes, please. Okay. Another Omnivamp style. Okay, so I've got plenty of power here. I just got to try and split it nicely. There's... Swap you for you. damage amp and Omega Power specifically for you. You both need to dive. You need to go up here. This, I'm not even sure if I remember what it was, but I'll give it to you. I just don't want anything left on the field here. The blips ending the Twitch cast, that's just specifically my, my ISP. I don't know what the cooldown is here on Twitch, where if you're disconnected for a certain amount of time, it reboots, but I know it's happened a couple of times here. Get that penguin! Yes, there we go. We're on the podium. It's crazy the difference when I'm actually playing a team composition I somewhat know how to pilot. I say somewhat. Big time. Big time somewhat. But this is Omega Power every couple seconds. Damage amp. Okay. And you have that already too, so honestly, I'm probably about to die in a second. Can I get Alphys? Okay. One final push for the big guy. We got him. Let me protect him at all costs. Oh, I'm in the top 2 now. It's just me and Narkesh. Or Narkesh. Oh, he positioned well. That first beam's going to be a nothing burger, but how about the Firelinks? Big ol' water blast. Come on now. Bariox is going to survive. But the Zerg Swarm is too strong. There we go. Even if I'm going to get water blasted to delay the inevitable, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. But I need more than just that. I still have a freaking Heady out there in the lead. I'm gonna level this thing up. Got the Invoker. Squeeze can come play. How greedy do I want to be now that he's a Scoriox? If I can actually click my damn... Yeah, I must be lagging or something, because that was brutal. I was trying to move my guy over to the other side. Okay, Lynx, get him, good. Fire through the front line. Hell yeah, there we go. But my front line is dying. It's weak. Get the Scoriox down. There we go. Alright, just deal with this mammoth. There we go. Not done just yet. Not done just yet. Like, I want to react to what he's doing, but because my internet is a little bit off, it does make it difficult. About 1% drop frames is what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, like the leg actually just placed my unit for me, even though I did not want to, but this might still work. Get him. There we go. We should have this handily now. All right. We got a W on stream. There we go. We got 1,400. I was not expecting the victory animation there, but we got over 1,400 using my favorite composition. That feels good. That feels really good. I'm gonna have to go through the team builder and select exactly what I want to be leveling up here, but I'm very thankful that I actually can start leveling up my dudes at the same time. GG, thank you. The augments just played in my favor that time. Seeing energy augment into energy augment, it's like, okay, you like going Scions, this screams go Scions, just please do it. Now, one thing I am curious about, in regards to the Battle Pass, my Battle Pass didn't move. But I thought you were supposed to get points based off of every game played. Unless it's just slow. Which is possible. What time are we at now? 12:30? I'll peek in and see if I can snag one more. Or go, calling it a day here. I'm not calling it a day, but calling it a stream. Load it in immediately. That makes it nice and easy. Just don't give me Brightland. That works. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking through the patch notes. Try and find anything in regards to what counts towards your battle pass. Don't see it quite yet. I'll figure it out. Okay. Attack augment off the start. Lots of new faces in this lobby here. Jonah and Warrior Ace I recognize. I might have had Selfless in the last game as well. But it's nice to see new faces in game. Okay, with a start like this, I think this kind of forces my hand a little bit. But the Lynx is going to work with me. Okay, actually. Damage. This is the percentage variant. This is the old Fate Sealer. I'm going to take that. Swap you out. Additional fighter. Did not position that anywhere near like I would want to, but what looks like the game plan should be, based off of getting 3 red components right off the rip, is to go towards having a physical damage carry. In theory, if I play similarly like I did last time, it might not be a bad idea. I get the Lynx to kind of power me through the mid-game, but instead of going for Alfie, go for Dash. Purple Flail's going to cooperate with me too. There is my water tank on top of things as well. Trade Scions temporarily. Hold the line. At level 5. Not as quickly as I can, but the main action will be once I hit level 5. Warrior is level 5 already, actually, as we speak, so he should be able to just outswarm me here. A very valiant effort there from the Illuvials, but not enough to beat the underdog. Very close, actually. We almost got that. Omnivamp is a nice start, especially if I'm going towards dash. Let's do that. Nice quick Axon, so I'm not waiting for that this time. Let's trade out you for you. You're not gonna let me, are you? Nope. Ah! Size difference was too great. Yeah, Jonah's still level 3, so we should be able to clean through. There we go. Got that extra clumsy on that augment as well. None of that air dodging shenanigans going to affect me this time. Archie is here to heal. Tofi's here as well. Kling is also here. I'm not used to seeing these guys this early in the game, or the Kling specifically, but I will take it while I can. Trade. Come on. Gonna decouple myself here with my ranger, but that's okay. Next level. Let's see. Only the one player with a Lynx in hand, so this will work out, I think. This guy's gonna take me out though, it looks like. Unlucky, but that's okay. As we now hit level 5, bam. I'm gonna wait actually until the NPC round. I forgot that I even leveled, so I can throw another guy out there. Let's see what we get. Is that a Brawler crate? No thank you. Resistance plus energy. Energy. I hope it got me the one on the left. Unfortunately, it disappeared on me. The alluvial-wise, I'm not going to be picky. I just want one that has a red augment. And I'll take a hitty. Did have another leg spike there, so apologies again if you have to refresh to get back into the game. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why it does that. Okay, so it's still here. 1% of max health is physical damage. It's bad that I really don't like any of these, but we'll take health. Okay. So Hetty needs to come back home here. Or rather, let's see. Get rid of a Tipo. Hetty, come back. Let's turn you into an attack damage. Carry percentage health damage. I'll gladly do that. And then this is also something I need to consider. Get rid of the low-level fighter. Get my next tank ready. Oh, they actually beat me to it. Okay. This changes things. What I'm gonna end up doing then... Just come play. I think the idea can stay similar, but again, it just has to be based off of the dash. But I might end up having to take a little bit of heavy damage to start off this game. It completely... They must have made a very, very quick push to burst down and get that Lynx. Yeah, so now the way that this... Well, I guess there's two ways that I could take this bunker comp now. So either I have to go by the dash way, like I was saying before, or Ferriox is also an option. Or like a traditional ADC style. I'm gonna pause. I know that I'm gonna end up missing my augments, but I wanted to get the 5 bulwark Aegis out here. Just try to hold the line for a little bit. Yeah, so if Lynx is gone, I'm just gonna not. At least we don't have to worry about being too weak right now. The 5 bulwarks is still enough to be able to take care of Dupree that time. Attack speed, no. AoE, yes. Tease me with Tatofi, or TNT, are we? Based off of health, go ahead. We're just gonna make this guy the craziest DPS tank I guess I can. Playing up against rogues this time, so huddle in. And just roll with that for now. Good shield from the Axon. Good heal from Archos on top of everybody. It's early enough in the game that we can withstand the rogue's shenanigans, it looks like. That's not going to be easy, though. Oh, we still got Hetty. Ranger's doing some good damage, too. It's probably leading the team in damage, actually. Yep. Beautiful. Okay. No. No. Restore health. Usually find it kind of underwhelming. Max health is Omega Power. Let's give it a shot. I don't usually choose this one, but we'll give it a try. Gyaradulo is here to play now, too. An Aegis Imprint. Oh yeah, right. From level, round 11. I mean, this could actually work out nicely. Aegis wasn't necessarily in the front of my mind, but if I am going for Furiox, maybe that would be the perfect answer. What are you, Brawler? Okay. We have enough to level. Let's hold the line. This is weird though, because if I want to have a carry, I need to do something like that. But I still want these guys close enough. Put you there. Put you there. I just want to make sure I get this right first. Of course, that Valente still manages to get onto my TNT. What a shield, my goodness. TNT lives, but is it going to get shot by anything? I don't think so. Archos, I need another heal, and I need it quickly, buddy. There we go. And while that's happening, Brawler Crate, what do we got? Untargetable, so this was the old Ion Shroud. Christ. Yeah, it's fine. Let's try it. We've got plenty of credits. Let's keep on going. This now can allow me to have an additional Scion. I'll get Fleesh out here just so that there's that extra buff. An additional Aegis. Can I make it so that I hyper buff my TNT temporarily? TNT can have that as well. Could not get it to the Fleesh in time, but that's okay. The Fleesh is more as extra. Trying to make this the fastest shooting TNT I've ever seen. Because it is not normally a fast shooting unit. Alright. Perfect. Dash is here. I do want to have that option. It depends if or if people are pushing hard for the Furies, I'm gonna have a hard time. There's one. There's only one on the board right now, so that's not terrible. Of course, I don't know what any of these are. It's the immune again. Another Fate Sealer. That's another Fate Sealer that's not being touched right now. I'm gonna snag it. A little bit of potential snowballing there. Level a tiny bit more, snag the heady as well. In terms of Omega, let's buff this guy up just a tiny bit. I don't want to get too close because I don't want to accidentally trigger Aegis onto the Fleesh. I specifically want it to be going over to Tianti. Archos, I need a heal quickly. There we go. Everybody looking good, relatively healthy, all things considered. We should be able to push through. Looking good again. Nice. Now that I'm pushing for level 8, once I get level 8, I can start really trying to push for the Furies. Okay, here's some rogues here. I feel like this isn't even necessarily a bad spot. The only one who's going to really get murked is the Fleesh. In that case, I think I'm just going to slide over and augment. I would not be able to do this on the old patch, but to just quickly switch the augment like that is huge. Fleesh is going to absolutely eat it before really getting the fire off its shot. That's fine. But it should be to the benefit of the rest of the team here. We hold the line. Four natures we hold. Just gotta deal with that Lynx, though. And we'll get it. There we go. Okay. With us now being level 8, any extra credits that I do end up getting will go towards getting the Fiery. The Fiery, rather. Never say its name properly, apparently. I do pick up the Flare in this instance, even though I already have the 5 Bulwarks. For the potential at getting Magma. Shield Crates. Each targeting health. We'll take that one. Next speed healing, yes please. Pyre, there you are. Calculated. Leash can go. Pyre can now be in the position that the Tianti was. And move up a little bit more because of it being smaller. Load you up. I've buried you behind many Illuvials. Can I just double stack this and go full greed? I could. Keep having you tank. There's another Archie out there for some reason that I did not consider. Dash is here as well. I trapped my Axon, so I'm gonna have to reposition that TNT next time. Lots of augments there onto that Alfie, so it's something I'm definitely gonna have to take into consideration for some of these later fights. Glad that blast went into my ranger. That is gonna suck though. Oh, it didn't actually stun. Got eliminated. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, tier 4 units getting damage on Omnivamp. And the Fiery's at tier 4? Streamer luck is here. Okay. Take the Fern just in case. Eddie just in case. Flare. Eddie. Fern. Wing, I think I need to actually level now. Might say it's a never. Well, I guess my mouse is gonna say screw it. Finding a bunch of my units here. But not the Pyre, which is unfortunate. Thankfully, this thing is so jacked up with augments that it doesn't matter that it's still in its baby form. I keep trapping my Axon in here. Putting myself in the penalty box, but thankfully, the squad is so sick that it does not matter. And I hit an 8 win streak, which I think means I got one of my weekly quests done for the Battle Pass. There we go. I'm not calling GG just yet, because trust me, I will find a way to throw this. Kling has been leveled up, so my front line's a little bit better. We have rogues all over the place this time. It did something that seems silly like this. And then this is for Omega Power. There's the fusion. We'll do the True Sight one, just in case. I'm not going to switch it over, though. This is the greedier build, having 2 of these right now, I feel like. But if I need True Sight, I can make the switch. Okay, Ram Fight's over to the corner. It's going to do some decent damage. Where are their augments? Did I... Oh, it's on the Ace. Okay, so granted they did take out my Pyre. Need that Ranger to be the one pulling up its pants now. There we go. Who needs augments? Who needs level ups and evolutions when the Ranger themselves is doing so much damage. There's a Pyrie, I'll take that. It's a Heavy, Archie. I'll wait on trying to get Cling. There we go, there's a level up. See if I can get more overrolled a little bit. Had a little bit too much fun there for a second. Spread you out just in case the Aegis doesn't go to the right units. Let's see what I'm... Come on, mouse. Let's see what I'm working with here. Okay, one more and I get the fully evolved Archelion. Two more and I get the fully evolved tank there. The Kronk will go into Blotto. And I just inadvertently let a ramp fight into my back line. Let's see how this goes. Thankfully, this thing doesn't crit no more. Oh, as somebody who likes Bunker and Scion, I feel like I'm gonna like this patch. I feel like I'm gonna like it. I would like to preface this with saying that I have no means of being able to contact the balance team and make requests. I got a couple of options on the board this time. I could go for Hetty to try and get that big tank, or Pyrie to find my damage. I would imagine that gets picked up though. That is sure enough going to get picked up. As this falls, the Hetty is going to pop up in just a moment. There you are. I got the tank augment on top of that as well. Still getting used to seeing the blue ones. Archie is here. We have Verdant now, as if we weren't protected enough. Heck yeah. Let me take this, put this on you, tank item. Do the shield variant. Now I have some space on my bench now that the Archos has evolved. Much bigger healing space now from that Archelion. And we have the Verdant here too. Fusion Grates. True Sight one again. Do the piercing one. Come to you. Oops, I inadvertently fired it off again. Starting energy and shield. I have over 100 coins. Pyrie. Fully loaded up Lotto. How much more do we get? That is going to be another... Oh, we're going to get a Gnarl out of this too, aren't we? Damn, alright. Look at that. Cruising through this lobby. Gnarl's gonna go play. I have two fully evolved tanks, which is, for me, almost unheard of. That never happens. I have a damage module that I don't even know who to put it on. Cleanse one. True Sight one. There's the piercing one. Is this the starting energy? Let's just give it to Archelion for starting energy for a quick early heal. Burn, come play. I'm not using this card duo. I'm just gonna keep it there. Rogue's coming in the dive. I've got tanks protecting the juicy targets. Let's see if this works. Their Monarch is just straight up T-posing on me on the right-hand side, not even shooting. That was kind of weird. Ramp fight to the skies. Decent little chunk. Just turn and burn this Monarch, please. Beautifully. Beautifully done. Optimally, I find either the fully evolved Pyre or the Blazonite. 1 step towards Blazon. 2 steps towards Blazon. But I don't need to push yet. I do not need to push at all. We've made our way into the top 4. Warrior Ace has the units that I want, and they are on death's door. I am going to sit on this even if I lose for a bit. It's not round 30 or 35, or I can immediately die from like 60 health. I can take my time. Brutal. And we got him. This team is this team is bullshit. And we got Verdant on top of this here with a chip, right? Okay. So Verdant's coming from there, there. And it also now go from my Blotto. Does anybody even have Blazonites? Nobody even has a Fern, so next round, while the biggest chance of finding it is still here, I'll roll a tiny bit for Blazonites, but I'm still not even going to go below below 70. Unless I feel the need. But with the way things are looking right now, I just beat the other 2 people here in this lobby. I can beat Ice Spirit, and John Aquino can't beat Ice Spirit, so this is actually not bad. There you are, Blazonite, you beautiful, beautiful burb. Have you join me here in the back line? You can have the attack speed. You can have the piercing. And then in a moment's time, just push for level 9. I can add Mammoth to the squad. And if by chance I happen to get it all the way to stage 3, I complete my Battle Pass quest. Let's get this first though. Takedowns, crit. Another one of these? Okay. I'm just gonna go for the raw damage. Give that to Blazonite. Level. Mammoth. Mammoth 1. Are you running Mammoth? You do have the fully evolved one. Can I get at least stage 2? I'll take the stage 2. Make you a little tankier. Make it so that if you get targeted, you will survive nicely. And I inadvertently have 4 Aegis. Where did the... Oh, because I leveled up Blotto. Oh, so I'm not even using this optimally then. I could technically position this where Gnarl is. Let's see if I can get away with it here. That's some good damage, but thankfully all of my units are still within the healing radius. And where's the shunt from the Mammoth? Comes from the other side, actually, but we're good. And this is a ghost, but we were able to beat the player that is currently in second. I think the only way I screw this up is just by not having tank. So I think that's what I'll do. Just go for the big guy. Sell off the burb, get the most amount of coins that I can, but still have the tanky augment to give to my Mammoth. This is fine. I'm gonna move Bellotto over. Or Aegis onto a Variox. Sell the bird. And let's see. I have some wiggle room in case something doesn't go my way, but in optimal scenario, this could be curtains right here, right now. Blazonite getting jumped on was kind of concerning. Okay, big shunt from my Mammoth shutting down their front line. Get the Polar Bear. The Polar Bear is the big one that I'm worried about. Machine Gun, Scoriox. Got him. 2 in a row. Yeah, that team was disgusting. I want to save that. Is leveling up this way just that much faster now? I don't remember what any of my Illuvial's levels really were, but I feel like they did not level up this quick. What is it today, 16? Keep that saved. Yeah, that worked out beautifully. Damn. Oh, now my battle pass is shooting up. There we go. So where did it come from, though? I'm just curious. It would have been 25 from... It doesn't say that I've even completed them, so that's what I'm curious about. There we go, we've got borders. Gladly take the fuel. But the Illuvitar, I was looking for a new Illuvitar as well. Fail to claim. Interesting. Skin? Got the skin. Alright. Yes, so now my little guy... Oh, it's got a process still. But... gotten the... one of the skins from the Battle Pass already. And this was a productive little day, if I do say so myself. Tell you what, this patch feels good already. Feels very, very tailored towards the way that I like to play, which I'm very, very happy about. It's obviously not intentional, but with rogues being a little bit less prominent, at least in those first 2 games today, it really felt like I was able to take off, and with there being less of a threat of ramp fights just one-shotting my team, it makes things that much better. But I need to take a breather. It's been 3 days of casting or competing. I need to crash. So I thank you for all... excuse me. Thank all of you for tuning in. The plan will be to go live once again Wednesday morning, and then it'll just be a matter of what the weekend has in store. Of course, once I have the update for everybody, I'll be sure to let you know. No gear in particular in regards to the weekend, I will let you know as soon as I know. And we will go from there. But that being said, thank you all for tuning in.